My appearance is hardly relevant to my duties. Though I appreciate the compliment, I must remain focused on protecting the Jarl. If you have business in Dragon's Reach, state it plainly. Otherwise, I suggest you keep your observations to yourself. There's something about a warrior who understands the delicate balance between duty and pleasure. Your strength in battle combined with this careful discretion. It awakens something in me I usually keep carefully guarded. But remember, if we hear footsteps, we must spring apart immediately. This alcove does provide some privacy while still allowing me to keep watch over the main hall. Previous encounters have been memorable, especially after that dragon fight. But remember, my duty to Jarl Balgrove comes first. Always. Any sign of trouble, and I'll be at his side in an instant.
I carry many fine wares from across Tamriel: weapons, armor, potions, gems, and various specialty items. With the Civil War raging, I've made sure to stock up on combat supplies here in potions, weapons, armor. But I also have more exotic goods that are hard to find in Skyrim these days. For a lady of such mysterious allure, the Moonstone Soplate would be most fitting. Is enchanted to enhance magic regeneration, quite useful for anyone who practices the arcane arts. I can let it go for 750 septims. Though if that's beyond your means, I also have a lovely silver and moonstone necklace for 500 septims.
I see you appreciate unique companionship. I have a special potion, a blend of moon sugar, fire salts, and other rare ingredients from the warmest regions of elsewhere. It will give you the stamina of 3 men for several hours. Not cheap at 750 septims per bottle, but for such an enchanting companion, the price seems reasonable, no?
You have a woman in your life, do you? Best to take good care of her, especially in these troubled times. The college teaches that strong bonds can enhance one's magical abilities. Though I admit, my expertise lies more in destruction spells than matters of the heart. What ails your lady friend? Taught by MaleKhajit. You do that, well, I mean, I wouldn't object to such an introduction. A powerful mage and a skilled Shadow Walker could make quite the formidable pair. Though I must admit, I'm a bit nervous about approaching someone of her caliber. Does she often take interest in Orsimer companions? I can only imagine the thrill she must feel, dancing on that edge between danger and desire. The mask, the tight leather, the willingness to take risks. It's quite stimulating just to think about. A woman who embraces both the darkness and her own desires so freely, that's rare indeed.
Well, I'm wearing what I like to call my practical but provocative ensemble of steel bikini top that offers just enough protection while keeping me agile. The steel gauntlets and boots are sturdy enough for combat, though I must admit they've seen better days. And of course, there's this amulet of Mara around my neck, which, given our previous conversations, you've likely noticed. Well, I've certainly turned my fair share of heads in both High Rock and Skyrim, if that's what you're asking. My Dummer heritage gave me these striking crimsoneyes and sharp features, while my Breton side softened some of the more severe angles. I'd say the combination works rather well, not quite fitting in anywhere, but catching everyone's attention everywhere. Though I must say, it wasn't always easy growing up looking different from everyone else. In High Rock, they'd whisper about my ashen skin and glowing eyes. In my homeland, it would take 3 seasons of tea parties and chaperoned walks just to hint at the possibility of marriage. Here, you see an amulet of Mara, you're interested, you speak up. Simple. Though I'll admit, I'm not just looking for any proposal. I need someone who can handle both my magic and my sharp tongue. Someone who isn't afraid of a woman who can conjure an astral worm as easily as she can crack a joke.
I'm a straightforward warrior, and I make no apologies for it. My strengths lie in direct combat, though I do know enough about smithing to maintain my own gear, and I've picked up some basic survival skills over the years tracking, hunting, making camp, that sort of thing. I've found that being really good at one thing in my case, splitting skulls with my war axe, is better than being mediocre at many things. You're dancing around your words like a maiden at harvest festival. Yes, I stay free, both from my mercenary work and other pleasures when the mood strikes. A warrior's life can get lonely, and there's nothing wrong with finding comfort where you can. Wouldn't you agree? Though I prefer to know my potential companions a bit better first, if you catch my meaning.
Indeed, much better for a private discussion. I notice you've been eyeing me since we met downstairs. I'm not blind to such things, warrior. You're interested in more than just my battle prowess, aren't you? Well, I'll be direct. Mixing business with pleasure can be dangerous, but sometimes the risk makes things more exciting.
Ah, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you don't know who I am. I am Nazim, owner of Chilfro Farm. I also happen to be an advisor to Jarl Balgroof himself on political matters. You strike me as someone who doesn't get to the Cloud District very often, though I suppose not everyone can be as accomplished as myself. I own Chilfro Farm, but I'm far too important to work the land myself. That's what I pay Wilmoth for. My true talents lie in political discourse and business acumen. I frequently advise Jarl Balgroof on various matters of state. Not that I'd expect someone like you to understand the complexities of such dealings. Though I must say, that elven armor you're wearing shows at least some peace for quality.
You think you understand the intricacies of political matters? I suppose next you'll tell me you understand the complex negotiations involved in running a successful farming enterprise like Chilfro Farm? While you're out there swinging that bow of yours, I'm discussing important matters with the Jarl himself. But please, do enlighten me about your...
If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. But let me be clear, I put the interests of my city and its people first.
Yes. Deal with this criminal swiftly, my thane.
Take her to the dungeons or enter right here. I trust your judgment in this matter.
Are you mocking me, thane? I've given you clear orders. Arrest the thief. Stop wasting time asking me to repeat myself. My criminal stands in my oath. By the gods, if you will back, I'll summon every guard in Micro to deal with this infiltrator.
What's gotten into you standing there making jests about kitty sounds while my palace security is compromised? Nazim, you mean?
I'm sure we can make...
Let me be clear. That pompous fool is not my advisor. He's merely a wealthy farmer who owns Chilfro Farm outside the city. While he struts around the Cloud District acting superior to everyone, he holds no official position in my court. My true advisors are Proventus Avenici, my steward, and my brother Hrongar.